to do that. Because I was going to come on, I'm like, watch him. He's going to go back. He's going to see it. And he's probably going to redo that entire thumbnail.
So I was looking at it. I was just talking. I'm actually late because I was talking to my wife in there. I was like, man, I thought about just changing the thumbnail myself. Forget it. It's like, but no, he worked so hard on it. I'm not going to do it. But next week, I will. I promise you.
I've been asking this mofo to redo another shirt or do that same pose, and it did he could wear that black Commanders jersey with that same acid wash jeans. Who the hell wears acid wash jeans anymore?
Hey, we're going to C2E2. That's the only thing I could wear that wasn't going to mess up.
There was so many things wrong with that picture, so don't even you
I
acid
looked like
wash
I was from
jeans.
St. Louis. I was from St. Louis. That's what it looked like.
It was so
it was a cutoff jorts. That's really what I should have been wearing.
And then do the rock pose with the fanny pack.
Oh my goodness.
Brian would have it all, man. Brian would have it all.
Good. That's good. Have the chain. Hold on. Yeah. The gold chain.
Hell no. What jersey you have on right now?
This is Jay Daniels.
You got Jaden Daniels, right? Wow, that's okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't get rookies like that. That's crazy.
I'd rather get Jaden Daniels. I ain't gonna get no Caleb Williams there right now. I'll tell you that much.
That's pretty dope though. When did that you guys come in? Like recently?
Like 15 minutes ago.
No, like fresh out of the package, threw it on. Wow. Oh my god. What is up, Tank? What's up, Tank? How are you, Rasta? Michael's in here. You lost. Yeah, we're making fun of the thumbnail. I made it because I've been asking this man to change that thumbnail for so long. So because it's his other show's shirt.
Yep.
But it's a really good pose. It's probably one of the best poses we have of all of Nerd Huddle Productions. But the problem is
it says Spoiler Kings right here.
We have to edit. Yeah, we have to edit that every single time. I'm like, you know what? I've been asking this man for so long. I'm gonna throw a Green Bay logo on it.
Oh man.
So yeah, what's up, Tua? I got Kenny Pickett, Eagles jersey.
Why?
Wow. Michael reminds me of James. He just likes all these weird quarterbacks. Like,
that's what you gonna do?
How many Trace McSorley jerseys do you have, Michael? I want to know. Do you have like college, away, home? Did you go as far back in high school? I don't know.
So it could be Penn State.
Cardinals jersey.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no. So we were just talking about that. We just hit the live button. We haven't actually officially started, but it is a crazy week 3. So but how are you guys? How's everybody?
So wait. No, I just want to let you guys know. So not only did he put a Green Bay shirt on me, and then he kicks my butt last week in the fantasy football after I was supposed to kick his butt and half my team went out. Half my team was out. I was like, zeros? All of you guys had zeros?
None of them did anything. I've been there. I've been there. Week 1, that was for me, where they just nobody scored. I even made this weird decision of benching Aljair for maybe Carter was going to do something. Carter didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Anything. They benched him most of that game because he messed up last week.
Yep.
Show up to any of the meetings.
Yep, he didn't show up to any of the stuff. And all of a sudden, Jalen Carter, they're like, you're not starting. You're not playing. Yeah. He didn't play to the third quarter.
Aziz Aljair put up his best game. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And of course I would bench him and whatever. But
he would have scored 185 points. That's what he would have scored if Aziz played. I was like, dude, all my people, if I put the best ball like lineup out there, I would have scored 110 points.
Yeah, he had a bad week. It was a bad week. I didn't even text him. I didn't do it. I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait for him on Wednesday. Maybe pop in on Tuesday. But yeah, so Penn State, Ravens, Patriots. You're missing the Cardinals one, man. Then you have them all.
You have to make that yourself because I'm pretty sure they didn't actually make a Trace McSorley jersey.
He played for them though.
He did.
If Michael wins and he asks for a Trace McSorley one, I'll be. You would have to get that as your custom one. Michael would have to win 3 more jerseys, and we would make him one for free. Because he has one. He has the first one. Yeah. I lost because Jalen Hurts threw that pick. Yeah. That pick at the end sucked. I need Bears and Cardinals. Wait, he was with the Bears too?
He was on a practice squad.
But did he play?
No.
Was he on the roster?
I don't think he was on the roster for not even 1 week.
Michael, don't do it. Don't do it. You're such a McSorley fan. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. All right. Let's get the show on the road, guys. Freaking McSorley, man. That's crazy. What is up? It is Wednesday here on Dynasty Pylon. The shenanigans happens. It's just me and Brian today. No Mark. Probably Sunday. Actually, Sunday, I don't know if I'll be here.
This should be fine.
Just FYI. I don't know because I'm going to San Diego for TwitchCon. Meeting a bunch of friends there. So kind of meeting them, having fun. So I don't know. I might do it from my hotel, as I've done. This time I'll actually be like, if I do consider, I don't think I'll be up till 3 or 4 in the morning playing pool with my Mark. Did I tell you this story? Did I tell you guys this story? I don't know if I heard the last.
And Mark said, "There's no way I'm going to be up there, guys. No way."
Mark can't do it. I had a stronger chance of doing it because I've done it before. Like, there's been times where I just don't sleep and I just jump on the next day. Like, they didn't sleep. Like, it's EDC. I didn't get my bus just landed like maybe an hour ago. Show starts in 2. I ate breakfast and I jumped on. Like, it was just that bad. So yeah, it's happened. But I had internet connections that weekend. But yeah, Brian did a good job.
You guys helped me out for that whole hour. I was like, hour 15 minutes. We getting down here at 11:30 instead of 12. It's just time to go.
Yeah. It helps when they jump in, they ask questions, especially the start sit ones. Sunday morning, everyone's kind of scrambling for what to do, what's going on. People are getting injured, and yeah. For example, we just got. Do you think Jake Ferguson will play? I don't. I'm gonna wait on the injury report still. I don't think he will, to be honest. But if you really want to go look at is it Schoonmaker who's right behind him? But so, there's other tight ends that might be.
That's why I'll be looking for other tight ends right now.
Yeah, it's his knee. So did he do like crazy? Like, it was just a sprain, right? So he might be out this week. So
I don't know, man. Just like you put that nasty shirt on me. Jordan Love practiced today. Like the dude's supposed to be out till week 4. He practiced today.
Yeah, I don't.
So some people that could get through those knee injuries, and
I think it's by position though. To be honest, it's by position. Like tight ends need their knees, running backs need their knees.
you would think quarterbacks would need that foundation, but
hey, look, you got Kirk Cousins out there throwing 70-yard bombs in 40 seconds, and so I don't know, right? But yeah, I don't think I don't think he will. But I would keep an eye on the injury report, so I don't think he will. I got the Rams guy, Patterson. So yeah, Patterson might be a good pickup this week.
Only because they have no one else.
Yeah, but the problem is they don't
nobody.
They don't throw to anybody. They don't really throw to any.
They gotta do something because Cooper Kupp is out for 3 to 4 weeks. So they're Luka and Cooper Kupp are out for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. I really can't think of anybody who's like probably potentially like available. Foster Monroe, maybe. That'll be any good, basically. I would say Foster Monroe, Anthony Fursker, maybe. But even then, that's a deep reach. That's a deep reach. I would just stick with
Washington. You go Washington and Pittsburgh. Seems like Justin Fields likes to have the tall guy just lost the ball to him.
Yeah. But I don't think Ferguson will play this weekend. It wouldn't surprise me if we get a report out on Friday saying he won't be. So yeah, expect that. But at least you picked up somebody, so at least have something in there. Sam Darnold for comeback player of the year. I thought that was gonna be him last year.
Yeah.
But
Brock Purdy's better than anyone else really imagined. I never thought that he was that good, and he is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's going to be close. They're keeping him in. The moment he starts messing up multiple weeks, though, and then McCarthy comes back. Wait, McCarthy's done for the year. So who's behind McCarthy? Who's behind McCarthy? I don't even know who's behind Sam Darnold.
I don't know Sam Darnold. I have no idea who's the Minnesota quarterback. Honestly,
I don't even know who the hell that is.
That's crazy because I know these teams, especially the NFC North. I have
Brett Ripien.
Oh, Brett Ripien because he was on the Bears. Brett Ripien and the
but Nick Mullins is ahead of him.
Really?
I think so. Let me.
Nick Mullins. I've checked 3. Now this is the second one. Yeah.
Let me go check the official rosters.
Nick Mullins is ahead of him right now.
The official rosters.
ESPN and Our Lads both have Nick Mullins number 2.
I'm checking Our Lads right now. So Our Lads has him? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Our Lads, I kind of gonna go to them. They have Nick Mullins. So yeah, there it is. You ordered a Sam Darnold jersey.
Okay. I mean, Sam Darnold might be having the Geno Smith-esque type of return. So I'm not going to sit here and say that that's the worst thing in the world. Really, you know what the thing is to be a quarterback? If you're a quarterback and you are drafted by the Jets, you're probably going to have a terrible beginning of your career, and you're going to have this resurgence somehow because every Jet quarterback is terrible. No matter if you're a top 2 pick, the number 1 quarterback picked in the draft, you're going to be awful just because the Jets are just that bad.
I kind of want to almost say that for Carolina, but every Panther quarterback that left does good.
Well, we always have Cam Newton, who was a fucking machine. Like
he did good. He was pretty good like a year or 2 after in the Patriots, and then that was maybe that 1 year. Actually, it was just 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Like Panthers. You get drafted there, you get signed there, and then you leave. You have a better option. That's for Bryce Young for Dynasty. You just keep him on the bench for the next 2 years, probably.
You just wait. So, I think 2 things are going to happen. One, I think they're going to go back to Bryce Young. That's going to happen.
What? Which week?
Week 8. 5? I believe that they end up going back to Bryce Young. I think that the Red Rocket is going to end up staying there for a while. They don't want to own up to was this Tesla doesn't want to own up to his mistakes, and then all of a sudden you go back to Bryce Young.
Okay.
And this might be a chance for him to resurgence.
There's a resurgence for the receivers too now that Andy Dalton's there. I'm not entirely out on Deontay Johnson yet. For those who do have Deontay Johnson, keep him. Maybe Andy Dalton throws his way a little bit more than he does with Bryce Young, or maybe he has a different outlook of the way he plays. I'm not completely out until after they make the switch, or you see 2 weeks of repeated just nothing, because I think he's only had like 4 receptions each game, or 4 targets each game.
4 targets, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not completely out on Deontay Johnson.
No, Adam Thielen's actually interesting. You're gonna put him in, then all of a sudden Adam Thielen might catch a couple balls. He might be that workhorse guy again for about 3 weeks. He could be a short-term success for you if you are a Puka Nacua or a Cooper Kupp owner and you're in a deep league. Adam Thielen might be something good.
I don't know.
You think he's bad? He's old, but he's good for even all old guys are good for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then they fall apart.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather get Jennings, Juwan Jennings, or not Downs, but not Pittman, not Downs, the other one.
Oh, the one who the deep threat. Oh
Him.
my god. Oh my god. I know exactly.
It's not Pittman, not Downs, the other one.
Oh my gosh. I know
Starts
exactly who it is.
Starts with an I. I don't know, but that guy. Oh my gosh.
Why am I blanking on his name? I know him because we were just talking about because the Bears play him next.
Pulling the tank right now.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna go Alec Pierce, and then Alec Pierce is the one. You know, the I guys is
No. Alex Pierce is what I was talking about. Why did I say?
But Alex? Cincinnati, that's the Cincinnati guy. He was doing a great job as the outside guy. Ionesca, what is Isovias? He's been killing. That's all. When
Thielen gets back from the bye, he goes on. Yeah, he does. It's weird. That's what happened last year. He was like the number 1 receiver all last year, and then bam, doing nothing. Look, Sam Darnold, we've seen him do really good at times. Was it 2 years ago? Sam Darnold was the number 1 quarterback for 4 weeks in a row when he was with the Panthers. And he had DJ Moore. That was a good year for them both. And then he got hurt, and he was never the same. And then now he's back. He could do the same this year, Mike. So, Mike, he could. I don't know. We'll see what he does.
So, who are the last 4 Panthers quarterbacks that you can remember?
Remember off the top of my head?
Yeah. One guy we love.
Walker. PJ
Walker.
Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Mayfield.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He was there for like, 4 or 5 games and 8 games, and then they're like,
then they just got rid of him. Then they got rid of him, sent him to LA, and he did great with LA, and then he ended up going to Tampa Bay. So, but
what a year, man!
Both Darnold and Baker Mayfield are undefeated, while Panthers are still looking for a win.
PJ Walker and Teddy Bridgewater were the last 4 that I remember.
Well, Teddy retired, so I can't really say.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, everyone else can win. You know, Carolina's terrible, and then the guys that they got rid of have had resurgence other places.
Is this Andy Dalton's second time back over there, or
No, he just stayed.
How long's he been there?
I think it's 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, because Bryce Young didn't start right away.
Is that why I'm thinking already? Like,
Andy Dalton started, and then they threw Bryce Young in there, and then now they take Bryce Young back out, put Andy Dalton back in again the next year. Just different coaching staffs.
That's nuts. So he was like on a 2-year contract or 3 years, something like that. Okay. See, Andy Dalton does good at times. Mm-hmm. And that's a big emphasis at times, because they're like, oh, this is why he's a backup. But then the next game, it's like, why is he in the league? And it's more of why is he in the league than he is, oh, he's actually pretty good. Because I've said that multiple times.
So, I don't know. Andy Dalton there's not enough talent around him for him to do well this year. That's why I think he's going to go in there. Yeah. But no, there were people that could play, but now, I mean, he's going, I don't know. Deontay Johnson can play. Adam Thielen can play.
He had CeeDee Lamb and he still sucked.
That offensive line in Carolina is bad. I mean, that's the only offensive line I think is worse than the Chicago Bears offensive line.
All right. I'm going to give you Zach Wilson or Andy Dalton.
I think Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson will become a starting quarterback again in this NFL.
Okay.
I think he's so young and he does have talent. He's had 300-yard throwing games when he's done that. He's had games when he's thrown multiple touchdowns. He's terrible overall. He wasn't ready to play. He shouldn't have been the second pick in that draft, but I think he can still play.
So you say Zach Wilson. Okay. Andy Dalton or Skylar Thompson?
No, give me Andy Dalton.
That's okay. All right. I just wanted to see how far you'd go.
I know what Andy Dalton could do for 2 or 3 games. All
right. One more. Andy Dalton or Bailey Zappi?
Fuck Bailey Zappi.
Like if any, I can't. It's so hard because if Andy Dalton goes in, I can't just throw Deontay Johnson in. Not even at the flex. Not even like if I'm in a 14-team league, I cannot. But yeah, it's. I'm gonna have to watch to see what happens.
Yep.
Who do they have this week?
I was just looking at this.
Who they have this week is a big question. Like, depending on who they have, might be determining on who. Like, you don't even want to put anybody.
The Raiders,
I believe. Yep, it's the Raiders. I'm taking Zappy over Scott. Yeah, I'm yeah, and as much as I hate Zappy, I'm doing the same. I will do Zappy over Skylar Thompson. Of course, you'll take Trace McSorley.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh my God,
Mike, you need to get a game. Stop watching college films, man.
I got a question for you. If you're the Steelers and Justin Fields goes out there and wins another game, right? And it's obvious that he just meshes well with your offensive coordinator. This is going to work out. Do you trade Russell Wilson in Miami? Because there's a problem there. Because if you do trade them and all of a sudden they do well, because there's a lot of talent around there, then they knock you out of the playoffs. But if they're willing to give you a second-round pick for Russell Wilson,
I'm not passing that up. If Miami's throwing me a second for Russ, he's gone easily. Because I understand Tua's making this decision of like, yeah, I'm still gonna play. But the problem is he's going to be gone for about,
4 weeks, at least 4 weeks. So and I think that you got to tell him you're not allowing him to play the rest of the season.
I don't know, man. Like, I look at UFC fighters, they get them all the time, right? Like, they're going to have problems when they're older. NFL players can still have a stable life later in life, like when they're older. UFC fighters cannot. There's a different sport, I know, but Tua's in it's his choice, really. Nobody's going to stop him. No one's going to tell him no. No one's going to stop. Like, if he wants to,
I think the NFL might stop him. I say the NFL might say to him, "You need to sit down. We're not going to let you play the rest of the season."
They would have to pay him the rest of that contract,
which is okay because there's nothing in there in his contract about concussions. But if you don't let him to play, or a doctor doesn't medically clear him to play, then they can go get insurance on that, and then that comes off their books. So even though they sign this contract, it's kind of like it's the Lonzo Ball rule. So if someone doesn't play for multiple seasons, you can have insurance pay their portion of the salary. That's how you get insured.
It's still, I don't like it, man. I really don't like how it's because of his safety concerns. That's what scares me the most, right? Like, and I think I've said this before. I don't want to see him, and then he doesn't get up.
Can you imagine him being on the field? Like,
that's the scariest part. I don't want to see that.
I literally, when I saw it happen, I held my mouth. When he was running, I said, "Oh no, what is he doing?" And then he lowered his shoulder. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Instead of QB sliding, yeah, I don't get it either.
I covered my face. I didn't want to see it. I was just like, I can't believe he's doing this right now. And then when I saw him and knew he had concussed, and you saw him on the ground, hit the ground, and I was like, oh. I just watched the end of his career.
Yeah. And then I saw who it was, DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah. Like chest. Hamlin?
I'm like, I just rolled my eyes at that point. I'm like, this man just threw it out his chest right in front of the freaking spear. Yeah. Go ahead, bring that one.
All right. So, Brian, do you think Tua is clear, but the Dolphins say don't clear him to get money back? I can see them trying to do that because it's Miami. Miami has those type of doctors all over the place, right? They could say the team doctor doesn't clear him, and then wherever they go to will pay you to not clear him. And I can see that going to the NFL and saying, we don't want to take that risk. We don't want to take that financial risk that something happens to a player. That could be the end of the career, end of the NFL. You know, the way the game is right now could change because Tua.
Yeah.
The NFL could just say no.
I think if he does come out, he has to come out with that padded sleeve.
There's 5 players that are doing it. Why is he not the number one guy doing
it? Choice. Like I think the one I noticed the most was Jock.
Yep.
Joseph Wilson-Koromora. Yeah, out of the linebacker out of Cleveland. And it doesn't look bad. Like they shape it in the colors of the helmet.
Yeah, it looks exactly like a little bigger. Pad over the helmet. I seen a couple tight ends.
Doesn't look too bad. Who was the other ones?
I seen a tight end on the Jets had one. That's why I saw someone on the Cleveland Browns. I think it was the fullback of Cleveland Browns that had it. Okay. So there's a couple of players around the NFL that are doing it. Especially people that have high contact, high impact people that are doing it. Just why wouldn't you? Especially right now for someone like Tua who's had, we've seen documented 4 concussions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would he? It's almost like he forgot because he had one good year, full year. He's like,
I could dive forward rather than sliding. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was very interesting to seeing. As soon as he dove forward, and it's kind of what Tua was saying right here. Like, I saw him with Bobby. Yep, I'm like, yeah, it's he's done for a good full month at least. Could be 5 if they want, but we'll see.
But that's only DeMar Hamlin. Imagine if it's like a big guy. Imagine a guy who really is going to hit him. What if it's someone that led with their head? DeMar Hamlin literally tackled him like with his chest. Like he didn't really do anything to hurt him.
Right.
But can you imagine someone coming out like a missile and hitting him? What could happen then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Then he doesn't get up. Like, why is he even thinking that it's okay?
They should have the Guardian caps built into the helmets at this point. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens in the future, actually. So just slap the logo on it and they call it a day. Yeah. And they've always developing more helmets. Every year they come out with I think it's every 2 years or 3 years that a new design comes out, new materials come out. And usually a helmet expires within 5 years. There is expiration dates on these helmets, guys. If you guys didn't know this, do you have one on the back? Yep. Can you reach your Illinois one? So if you look at the back, and I don't know if your logos are going to cover it, but
it's right here.
Yes,
manufacturer certified, and it has an expiration date on it.
Yeah, so it's usually on the back. Yeah, you could barely. I don't know if you could put it up to the camera or not. But a lot of them do have these
You can't
So
see it,
just
but
a little bit. Yeah, you have to put that logo right up on the camera. But a lot of them have expiration date, and they're molded on there and they're stamped. Don't ruin the helmet, man.
Yeah,
yeah. So there's a little bit more details on there, but it has usually I think they're about 5-year expiration date. And even if you don't wear it or play with it, it's like a tire. They just expire because of the industrial pact that it has. It's just besides wear and tear, it just kind of deteriorates after time. So
here's something that's interesting. So the Guardian cap is not actually being recommended by the people from CTE, people that talk about the NFL, the concussion protocols and also they're not endorsing it right now. They said that the ones that are in high school are 10 times better. This one's too small. They don't like the way it fits against the helmet. It doesn't cover the actual needed parts, so they're not endorsing it. So I heard that was a reason why some of them didn't wear it during games, because the medical doctor told them it's not really helping that much. But there's a very small contingent of players that would wear it if it was certified.
Right.
So that's kind of where we are right now with that.
Yeah, no, it's gone so crazy that even high school, as soon as they get a concussion, they're pretty much almost done.
Yep.
Because they're so young at a young age. Like these kids are coming in at 16, 15 years old. And they experience their very first concussion. And some of them are very, A students. And we don't know if they're going to be NFL players or not, but such a young mind. Because I feel like the mind doesn't develop until like age 21, to be honest. Like in my psychology classes, we were taking like normal minds for a human about between the ages of 20 and 23 is when it's actually fully developed. And here we are allowing like crap at 18 that it's
So I mean, you gotta think what concussion really is. It's a brain injury. That's what it is. It's not just shaking around. No, it's a brain injury, contusion of the brain.
Yeah.
That's scary when you really think about it, if you really want to talk about what it really is.
Yeah.
That you can't get a new one of those. You're not going to get surgery and get another one.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, this is a big deal, and I hear that they might take tackling out of high school altogether. They might make you do flag football. You see that they started in Minnesota. That's now flag football league is now illegal. It's now legal for as an actual high school sport.
That's crazy. I don't know how they're going to do that though, because the NFL is still like a sport. So, but we'll see. I don't know. I can't see them changing it just because of that. Because they start scouting them in high school, which gets up to college, then college to the pros.
When's your first concussion? Do you remember your first concussion?
My very first one? No. Honestly, well, okay. So thankfully I never had one.
Okay.
Playing the game. I was always smart, but I did have one as a kid. Actually, I do remember that. Actually, so I did have one as a kid. I just remember hitting the sand. It was a jungle gym, hitting the sand, and waking up and seeing the hospital lights, and then going back to sleep and then waking up. Like you don't remember any of that, but they get to keep you awake. Because I remember my mom's boyfriend at the time was like hitting me, like to keep me up. I saw the roof of his truck or whatever. I saw the roof of the hospital, and then
just images.
Yeah. It was just crazy. Like that was the only one I had. Thank God, but I don't know anything crazy outside of that. No.
I've had two minor ones. One, so I played varsity when I was a freshman, and I was 13 all the way till right before school started. So I was playing as a 14-year-old, just turned 14 against 18-year-olds. And I was on the kickoff, and I was like, going down trying to make a tackle. And at the time, they're still allowing wedges. and the wedge, I was basically busting the wedge, and I remember hitting it, and then opening my eyes and stumbling back to the sidelines, but it was the wrong sideline.
Oh,
so, and I didn't play the rest of that quarter, but I went back in the game in the second quarter.
Because back then it was like early 2000s. It wasn't.
They didn't care. Like, get back in, bro.
Early 2000s, they didn't care.
You know?
So, yeah, no, I feel you on that one. But, anyways, I don't know. Look, Tua's in a big, interesting dilemma with his decision. It sounds like he wants to come back and play.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It doesn't sound like anybody's going to stop him. So, yeah. But let's change up the mood a bit. Should I drop the Lions defense for Houston or Packers or Bills defense? My other defense is the Vikings.
Okay.
I don't think so, man. Are you just gonna stream it? Because if it's gonna be that, if that's the case, you got Houston. Like, you don't want to pick up Houston if you're gonna play the Packers.
Houston's defense does do well. Okay, so Houston's defense creates sacks. So you think about scoring opportunities versus the amount of points that they're going to give up. Houston's defense is probably going to give up somewhere around 17 points. Okay, and then you got to think about, is that enough sacks, enough interceptions to kind of figure it out? Does it balance out? I think Houston defense is good. I think Detroit's defense is interesting. I would probably drop the Detroit's defense because they play the Cardinals, the Seahawks, the Cowboys, and then the Vikings. So the next 3 weeks, I could see them giving up a lot of points because the Cardinals, Kyler Murray looked great.
Yeah.
Really, really, really great. And he finally decided to use Marvin Harrison Jr., and that offense started to roll. All right. Geno is still out of his mind. No matter who the offensive coordinator, he is still doing things that are just don't make sense. Geno is still good. And the Cowboys are going to be coming with a vengeance. So I almost feel like I would stay away from the Lions defense for the next 3 weeks. And then
you need to drop them for any of these teams then?
I would for probably Houston and roll with, even though the Bills defense is really interesting.
Because the Bills has Jacksonville this week.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, but then they play Baltimore, Houston, and then the Jets. So it's 3 tough ones after next week. And then his other defense are the Vikings.
So
who's got Houston? The Vikings has Houston, Green Bay, and the Jets, and then they have a bye week. But after the bye week, they have Detroit, Rams, Indy, Jacksonville. So after Detroit, it's not too bad. And Tennessee and Chicago. So after their bye week, after week 7, the Vikings defense could be okay. But again, I don't know.
I think Houston might be the best ones because having the Vikings, Sam Darnold can play, but I'm not scared of Sam Darnold. I think they're going to win this game. I think that they can shut down Sam Darnold because they're not going to give up those big plays. What they do, they force you to dink and dunk, right? They're a bend and not break defense. I think they're going to get a lot of sacks on Sam Darnold, even though Sam Darnold can move. So I think that might be a win. Jaguars don't really scare me, especially the way their offense is playing this year so far. The Bills are a problem, but the offensive line is crazy. You don't know if if they're going to be great like they were last week.
Yeah, but we're talking about defense here.
But so you're going against the offensive lineman, so you have to think about how we're going to do it. Houston and the Bills are probably equal, but I think Houston has a better schedule.
Bills this week. But I don't know. You might get rid of the Lions. I'm sorry. This one was too funny to not show, man. Early 2000s, you feel your toes? Yeah, you're okay. Go back.
No, we're talking about, man. He was like, hey, how many fingers am I holding up? And then someone was like, 1, 2, 3, 3. Ready to go. Let's get in there. You know what you do.
That's basically how it was. But yeah. So dropping, I do like the Bills defense too. So do I. I like them for this week. But mind you, after this week, they have Baltimore, Houston, Jets, and then
That's
back
scary.
to Tennessee and Seattle for 7 and 8. Miami, depending on where Tua is at and his recovery. I don't know if they'll bring him. He should be back probably, so I don't even want to play him then. But this week for Bills, I might be okay with. That. So drop Vikings for now for Houston. Then after the bye, get Vikings again.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Because you have Green Bay, the Jets, and the bye. Well, I like the Vikings after their bye week, after week 7.
Yep, exactly. So then you go back
7.
Week 6, you might be able to sneak in and grab them because no one's going to be looking at them.
Week 6, nobody's going to want them, yeah.
Exactly. You grab them, and then week 7, you're good for about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah. So who does Houston play for? They have Minnesota, Jacksonville, Buffalo, New England.
None of those teams. New England doesn't scare you. Green Bay, if Love is there, maybe, but if not, that doesn't scare you. The Colts definitely don't scare you on offense.
You could play Houston for the next 2 weeks. Minnesota and Jacksonville. And Josh Allen.
You don't really want. Do you know what Josh? What you know what? Maybe Josh Allen doesn't have a great game, but I wouldn't play them. I'll probably put him on the
he's
bench.
Running them in. He's still doing some damage, enough to where you get negative points. I'm streaming Cleveland versus New York at home. Yeah, definitely.
I've just been streaming whoever's playing Carolina.
Yeah, there you go. That's yeah, pretty much. Maybe even whoever's playing Washington as well.
Yeah. Well, Washington, we were talking about them last week. I told you they're probably going to beat the Giants.
Yeah, but nobody said that they're going to do nothing but kicking. It's crazy because we're wearing the damn. We didn't plan this, all right? We didn't plan this. I just grabbed the next one up and see he so happens to have a Commander's jersey on. Mark is like, dang, but one day I'm not here. Everybody wears their Washington jersey. Anthony's loving this. Look, I said there might be 2 guys I wanted, 2 rookies. Malik Neighbors was one of them. Mm-hmm. Harrison, I'll give a shot, but week 1, I don't ever play rookies. Like that's just my thing. And what did Malik Neighbors do?
He had mad
at him right now.
Man, he had a great game. I was so pissed off. I was like, this dude is killing me. But can you imagine if he made that last catch?
If he would have, the Giants
made that last catch,
the Giants
win the game. Plain and simple. So, but he's reminding me of Steve Smith.
Oh, thank God you didn't say OBJ.
No. He reminds me more of Steve Smith because I feel like Neighbors is better after the catch. OBJ was amazing catching the ball.
Yes.
Unbelievable catching the ball. He's a ballerina. He has great hands and all that stuff. No, but Steve Smith runs after the catch. That's what Malik Neighbors. He gets the ball and he just takes off and he's tough. And I like that part of him.
So. But yeah, no, Anthony, I'm okay with that. Doing what you're planning on here. Just be mindful of who they're playing for the following weeks, and then who they play, and then how they're doing, and depending on that injury and offense. So I sometimes run with like 2 defenses, and I just swap them both if my team is actually doing pretty good. Yeah. So what's up, Bardo and Monique? I see you. Happy Wednesday, boys.
Happy Wednesday.
All right, so start 2, 1 receiver, 1 flex. James Conner, DK or Ayuk. James Conner, because he'll get a goal line, he'll fall into the goal line. Like even if he probably doesn't do like a lot of yardage, he'll fall into the goal line once or twice. Will get you at least.
The way they were scoring last week, I definitely go James Conner because he's going to be, you got to worry about the throw. So then he needs to run the ball. He's going to have chances for the yards. The offensive line was pretty good, and they're going to score that way. So,
and between DK and Ayuk, I think that the 49ers are so banged up right now. Is Debo playing this week? Is he not?
He is not. He's out for the next 3 weeks.
last time this happened, Ayuk went off.
Yeah. The problem is DK is having great games.
Yeah, but he's also playing Miami.
Yeah.
And they got some pretty good DPs out there, but sometimes lately it's Miami's weird, man. I can't justify their defense right now. I can't. There's if I look at that paper, I'm like, damn, these are some really good players. But the way they've been playing, I'm like, what? I don't know. I would probably be okay with Ayuk against
James
that LA Rams defense.
No,
rather than
go Ayuk and Connor. And I know it looks weird because the DK had 20-some points last week. I think Ayuk and Connor is the best player.
Yeah.
Debo out.
Because Debo's gone. Jennings is going to be the next man up. Outside of those two, Kittle, I think, is also kind of banged up too, but I think he'll be fine.
He's always banged up.
Yeah, so I'll put Ayuk. They're gonna have to focus the offense through him. But yeah, Monique says, help me with starting 2 this week. Okay. I got Rashid, Derrick Henry, and James Williams. So
I don't see you playing Jameson Williams. I just don't. Even with the touchdowns he had the first week.
He did pretty good.
He did. No, first week he did. And then they realized, oh, wait a minute. We have a guy out here who's probably one of the best pass catching running backs in. If we didn't mess up, if he didn't mess up the last 2 years, he would have been amazing. Alvin Kamara is going to get those touchdowns. So
when you say Rashid, you mean Rashid Rice or Rashid Shaheed?
Shaheed? That's what I don't know.
I'm thinking Saints here. You're not saying Rashid Rice because Rashid Rice is
a must start. I would start him immediately.
I can't believe people were starting Worthy last week, man.
Shaheed. Yeah,
Shaheed. Okay. Yeah. No, okay. I'm okay with Shaheed. I would leave Shaheed in. That's a must.
Do you play Derrick Henry or over Jameson? I think you do. I say you go Derrick Henry over or Jameson Williams. But what do you think?
I don't know, man. Baltimore's been. Yeah.
That's why
you kind of have to. He's not putting up like Derrick Henry numbers. Like, okay, here's the thing. Derrick Henry does this though. He'll start off really slow. He'll put up 10 points.
10 points. Last week, still had 16 points. So he's just more consistent. You have to go Derrick Henry.
Look, when the winter months come, and they are coming, Monique, the fact that you have Derrick Henry, look, when those winter months come, this man just flips on a switch and he becomes the Yeti monster. The cold is where he belongs. And the fact that he's in Baltimore now, which is colder than Tennessee, look.
He said winter is coming, Monique.
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's that Derrick Henry, you get frustrated with I think it was 2 years ago. We're like, what's going on? I'm like, no, I just give him some time. Like he'll put up 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. Last week got 16. Against Dallas, Kendricks has been doing pretty good, despite how old is he.
Mm-hmm. I still think that they have to. I think Baltimore has to score points this week.
Derrick Henry's going to get you 10 points.
Derrick Henry's going to get you 16 points. Spike bet?
16 points again?
I want 16 points for Derrick Henry.
Against Dallas?
Yeah.
This ain't the spike bet, but sure, I'll put spike bet on that.
I think that we need to have one for Sunday. And,
I'll put a spike bet on that. Where are we at? Spike bet. I'll put a spike bet on that. Oh my gosh, we haven't used it in so long. I forgot where the category is. It's under football, right?
Yep.
Trash talk, college football, spoiler kings, opening week, spoiler. Do you guys even use this? Do you guys even use this spoiler kings garbage on your? You said something yesterday when I was watching about the Transformers. Like, I'll put it on Discord, and I looked. I'm like, there was nothing there. You guys have a separate Discord?
No. I told him I was going to put it on there, but then they wouldn't allow me to because it was one of those show things that they took off the video.
Oh,
you know, so it was someone taped it
oh,
and
it's
then
at the
they took it
very
off.
freaking top. Okay, all right, I see it. All right, so week 3. Sorry, yeah, Brian. Sorry, guys. This is something we do. And then on Sunday or the following Sunday, we take shots. All right. You got Derrick Henry?
Yeah, I'll take Derrick Henry.
At 16 points.
16 points. Watch him get 15, but I'll take 16 points, yeah.
That's mad, dude. Derrick Henry at 16 points. That ain't going to happen, bro. And I'm taking the under. That's wild, man. You're going to regret that. No, by Friday, you're going to be like, you know what? I regret that.
No, I'm going with it.
By Friday, you're going to rethink that.
Dallas is going to be pissed off, but I think Derrick Henry's the one guy. It doesn't matter. No, Dallas gave up 44 points. I'm just telling you, that defense is good, but you could run on them.
I've drafted him like the last couple of years. He's always Mr. Reliable. Yep. Hey, look, you stick with the same guys. Sometimes that happens. But your league mates, if you play with the same one, they'll know. You gotta sometimes. I'll be that dickhead and be like, you know what? You always get him, and you just draft him just to be spiteful. So good for you. I saw Amon-Ra might be questionable, so I'm thinking Jameson might go. Yeah, but
he's a fool. He did a full goal on Wednesday in practice. Amon-Ra is licking his chops looking at the Arizona defense. There's no way Amon-Ra's not playing against Arizona.
He's going to play. Jameson Williams might be the over-the-top guy, but there's one thing about the Cardinals defense, and it's just one man, and one man's only. He's been back there for almost a decade, probably even more. Budda Baker. He is one of the best DBs, and I think this last 2 years, a lot of people have been forgetting about him. But he's still a monster. So yeah, I don't know. Amon-Ra might have some good shortage yards here now and then. So, but what's up, Derpy? I see you. How are you, man? Just got out of a baseball game for my birthday. My sister got tickets for me, and I was
a walk-off win.
Hell yeah,
the Pirates. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Nice. It's a good feeling right there when your team wins. Nice. Well, I hope you guys. I don't know if you drive safe or if you're on your way home, drive safe or whatever. I hope you're home. I'm glad you had a good birthday. You have any more plans coming up this weekend?
Maybe go to another game.
I don't know. Thinking about trading Derrick Henry and Keon Coleman for James Cook and Jameson Williams. This Dynasty? I'm not doing that.
I mean, Jameson Williams is young.
I think Keon Coleman's going to be for the Bills for a while. He hasn't established himself yet. But hold on.
This is not a terrible trade because Derrick Henry's probably got 2 years left in him, right? James Cook, I think, has more like 4.
No, you know what? I might be okay with that. You said redraft?
No, redraft, okay. Oh, Cleveland.
I don't think I could do that. Not in redraft. Dynasty maybe, but not in redraft. Derrick Henry's too good.
The problem is you'll regret Derrick Henry later. Keon Coleman, I don't think is going to pop off this year.
Yeah, but Derrick Henry is a league winner.
Yeah.
As long as he's in, he's a league winner.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, these cold months
he's going to end up being the third-ranked running back in all the NFL still. You turn around, you forget he's there, and then you look like, oh, who has 1,380 yards? Derrick Henry does.
Yeah.
Just because he does.
Yeah. That's kind of how it is, man. Derpy, we're not skipping you, man.
No, man, come on.
I'm going by people. So if I'm talking to Monique, I'm going to talk to Monique until we're done with all. So right now, yeah. You've been here long enough. Come on, man. Christian Kirk, Keon Coleman.
Wow, that's garbage. But
why do we always have a question like this, man? And where it's like, and you know what's funny is this question's gonna happen again and again and again. I think Mike did this.
Sunday.
Who was it? Was it Bob or Mike? Bob. Every week that they would come with the same two people,
question,
and it was like flip a coin this week, man. I don't know.
Christian Kirk, because Keon
Kirk here.
Yeah, Keon is not even involved in the offense right now. There's two other receivers that are just more involved right now.
I'll go Christian Kirk. I think Keon Coleman is the fourth look dude. At least where Christian Kirk's the second.
Yep.
But
their offense is not doing great, and the other one is, and that's kind of hard.
I'm not. Yeah, it's Christian Kirk has the more likelihood of doing anything. Watch Keon Coleman break out this week. I'm gonna be so like, I'm not gonna be mad because I have Josh Allen, but the fact that I'm answering this right now and then Keon Coleman pops off, like, get the hell out. Yep. What's up, Kadani? I don't know if you guys got covered it yet, but
yeah, Max. He was Max.
Max Crosby. We have not done Max. Let's matter of fact,
he was super right.
We did under, right?
Yep. And we were right all the way into the fourth quarter, to the last drive.
Yeah. Where's he at, man? I now know how to spell his freaking name. Let's go, computer. There you are. Wait, no, that's not him. Okay, I don't understand. All right, I guess I'm just gonna go to the league and look at him.
Yeah, because he popped off.
That's weird. I was gonna show it on screen to what we had in our league because we were doing the 1 point per tackle on our league. Where are you at, Thorn Parisi? You still hold him, right? Did he change his name?
Nope, he's there. Thorn Breezy.
I'm in the wrong league. There he is. It should be in his starting lineup. Max Crosby. Yeah, what the hell? I start. All right. Oh my gosh, he blew us out of the water. I thought it was like by a little bit, but that was.
It was the sacks. So he didn't have.
That's a lot, homie. That's a lot.
You gotta remember the sacks and that quarterback hit really added up at the end. So like if we can look at a breakdown by quarter, we were good for the first 3 quarters, and then Max Crosby just like.
Who did he play?
Baltimore, remember?
No. In our league, who did he play? Because then I could do the actual breakdown.
Oh, that's a good question.
Actually, we can do this. Guess we can't.
You should be able to.
I hate the computer so much, guys. This app is really good, but it sucks on the computer. It completely sucks on the computer. Let's go here. We can look at it still. Week 2. Thorn Breezy played Justin. Max Crosby, 23 points. There it is.
Yep.
This is how it's breakdown for us.
So the sacks were huge.
So if you go to Max Crosby, 2 sacks, 6 tackles, 2 QB hits, and 1 pass deflection.
So the 2 sacks and 2 QB hits and the sack yards are all in the fourth quarter.
Probably, I think those stacked too. And all in the fourth quarter?
Yep.
And then we have sack yards in our league. So 15 basically got him 3 points there because it's times 2. We do it by 5 yards to even out the play field for not 10 yards or like interceptions and actual interceptions and receptions for receivers are just 10 like normal. But here we do it to 5 because they rarely happen. So he had himself a pretty good game. Not him like a huge monster game like freaking Aiden Hutchinson monster game. That dude put up like 30, 34, 35 in our league. But 23 points, pretty good.
I said it all happened at the end is the when he did it. He did it at the end, keeping the Raiders in the game. They were out of the game. He was done. I think he was at 9.4 points or something like that. And then he came up and he just erupted.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Kadani. Hit max. Bastard. Hit max. I didn't think that he was going to be able to catch Lamar, man. Like, just...
It was all at the 4 of 10. That 4 quarters what did it. And he made a lot of tackles. Oh, my gosh.
All right, look. Next week, they got Carolina, okay? If somebody hits the under...
There's no way.
There's no way.
Come on,
There's
man.
no way someone hits the under on 9.
Andy Dalton gets sacked 4 times. Twice by Max Crosby.
All right, let's do this. Does he hit over under on 23 points again in our league?
I'm going to say under because he doesn't have as many tackles.
Okay.
Because they're going to run away from him.
Okay. So we're all in agreement that he's going to do Max Crosby next week, right? But
definitely
minimum on the 23 points.
Yeah, it's going to be like 18 or something like that.
I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with that. Yeah, I'll go with 18 points ish with Carolina.
That just sounds like a good number, right? 18. That's it.
18 sounds like a good number for him. Yeah.
Against Carolina, yeah. The offensive line.
He might. I don't know. He might beat it, man.
I think they're going to run away from him.
What's up, Alex? Is that Alejandro? That's Alejandro. Whoa. I got 2 Alejandro. I got Alex and Alejandro. They're both named Alejandro, but I call one out. Dude, what's up, man? I haven't seen this guy in a while. But how's your teams doing? Are you 2-0? But yeah, that's max or minimum Crosby. We are going max for week 3. And we're going at 18 points.
Yeah. I think that's a very good level.
I think that's a good. Yeah. I'm going to say the minimum he gets, the minimum Crosby he gets, 12. And that's still beating the limit of 9 and a half.
I feel like we're going to see in the first quarter him score 12 points.
Andy Dalton won't know what the hell happened.
It's like, can someone get him?
Yeah. God, isn't Tyree Wilson healthy again?
Yes, he is. He's finally healthy.
That's madness. But what's up, Alejandro? Yeah. I don't know if don't go over 800 rushing yards this season. I'm reporting this show. What?
He's going to. Like, I don't know. He always goes over 1,000 yards.
He's going to get it.
He could be hurt and still go over 1,000 yards.
Yeah. What do you mean no Cleveland, bro? Did I miss this?
No, Cleveland. So he went to the Cleveland baseball game, not the Pirates game.
Oh, okay. Game. All right. But yeah. How do we feel about Adam Thielen with Dalton? Not great.
I disagree. This next 3 weeks, I think all of a sudden you're going to see.
I feel better about Deontay Johnson than I do feel about Adam Thielen. Deontay Johnson hasn't done anything. Adam Thielen has done everything. I think Andy Dalton steps in and watch it flip-flop. I'm telling you right now, Bryce Young loves Adam Thielen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Andy Dalton comes in, watch it flip-flop.
I don't know, man. I think
you want to go double spike bet on this?
Let's do that. I think this is a good one.
Let's do a double spike bet.
And it's terrible because I'm going with the old guy.
Deontay Johnson does better than Adam Thielen this week.
I think the old guy throws to the old guy.
Okay.
That's another one.
We'll do double spike bet this weekend. Or no, we'll see. We'll double spike.
We'll probably just talk about it on Wednesday next week. That way we can just knock it out.
Yeah, but the whole reason of that show is freaking
to do it for Sunday. Yeah. But if you're not there, I'm not going to make you do a spike bet.
Well, hold on. But if all right, so it's for this week. So week 3, I'll be there. Week 4, we would have to take our bets.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I got it in double spike. Deontay or Thielen, who scores more on that? All right, so that's all week 3. So week 3, we got Brian and myself. He thinks Derrick Henry is going to score 16 points or higher. I'm going to go under on that one.
Mm-hmm. That's an easy one for you. I'm going.
And then Deontay Johnson will do better. You know what? I bet you anything is going to cancel out.
Yeah. Wow. Watch Deontay Johnson do 1 point more than Adam Thielen, and Derrick Henry scores exactly 16.2 points.
It's going to cancel out. Watch it cancel out. Exactly. Oh, my gosh. All right, so all this week is Max Crosby chasing Andy Dalton. This week is going to be some ginger ale and Canada Dry Cells gonna throw the roof a second. Dude, I'm telling you, he hasn't played since last year, and this is the first he's gonna play one of the best defensive ends and the fastest defense in the league. Because I was right, guys, on my prediction last week. I will say the famous Thanos quote: "Now I rest." Yeah. I'm 1-1 in 2 leagues and 0-2 in another. Okay.
Help!
I think that's a lot better than some people that I've actually talked to.
That's exactly the same as me right now. But the 0-2, I'm in a guillotine league with Martin's in it. I'm not trying to win that league right now. I'm trying to
survive.
Yeah, just trying to be better than everybody else, and then grab it up. And they're spit. They have a cap. So like you have a spending limit of how much
the fab. Yeah, I hate that.
So people are grabbing like Josh Allen. We only have $1,000 limit. They just grabbed Josh Allen this week for $500, knowing that if they lose, if Josh Allen has a bad game, he'll be available next week.
Yeah, I'm just waiting until people weed out. I'm increasing my fab depending on who it is and what it is, but surviving is the key.
Yeah. So, I'm not paying $400 for my
No, I'm not paying
what
that much for potentially me getting knocked. Like it just we'll end game where it's going to be end game. Like these week 10s and 12s are going to be where you're like, okay, now I'm going to blow a good chunk on somebody who I need will carry me through the playoffs. Some of these guys aren't going to have enough money. If they survive that long, they're not going to have any money for anything.
Yep.
I hope their rosters are depleted by injury. And you know what's great? Someone's going to be there with 0 fab, and I'm going to put $1. And I'm going to win that bet.
You're going to go $1 on all of them, like $1. You're welcome.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember them going crazy when Dalton was playing. Oh,
yeah. Thielen went crazy with Dalton last year.
I don't know, man. I can't believe in him or no.
You refuse.
I know Brian hates him a lot eventually when he does good. So
I really do.
Yeah. But overall, I think what's going to happen for this week, we got New England and the Jets tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
In division game. I'm picking the Jets here, but New England has been surprising me lately, and I don't know where this is coming from. But I don't think that they'll beat the Jets.
I think it'll be really close, and if they don't have Hassan Reddick, I don't know. I don't understand what's going on there. Why would you trade for someone who you didn't figure this stuff out beforehand? Mm-hmm. I really don't understand. But if CJ Mosley doesn't play, which I don't know, questionable.
They got Williams back there too.
Yeah, Quincy Williams is there, but I feel like CJ Mosley is the leader of that team.
I think this defense fine. I think this defense is just fine with Adams back there as well. I think they'll be just fine.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much. If they do beat the Jets, I will be like very shocked because I did not expect them to beat the Bengals, which makes me rethink about the Bengals because how do you lose to this team but yet almost beat the Chiefs the other day?
Yep.
What? They almost beat them. I was like, what is this, man?
And then the Bengals turn around and show that we can play and play fine against the Chiefs.
Yeah, whatever. And then so But following games, any other games we got? So I'm gonna name all the games and see if anything pops out like you want to talk about. But after that, we have the New York Giants versus the Cleveland Browns. They have the Bears against the Colts, the Texans against the Vikings, the Eagles against the Saints, the Chargers.
That's interesting. Eagles against the Saints. What do you think happens there?
Okay, so that was the one I was gonna choose. I don't know how long this hot fire running of the Saints are gonna be. I found Reddit here is forfeiting 800,000 pregame. I mean, I don't know how much he has made in his career, but man, for him to say, I would just say to have to lose in a way that should have just lost to Tennessee.
But the Jets probably win some of the games that they're losing because he's not there.
Yeah, I don't know, but like you got money, bro. So, I don't know. I there's some players I can't remember who didn't show up on the Cowboys, and he was like a main key piece. They signed him. He was defensive lineman. They signed him, and he just never showed up, so they didn't care about him. But yeah, I don't know. That's what they do. Let's focus on these Eagles and New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans is the betting favorite, minus 2.5,
which is crazy. They're 2-0, and then now we're like, they're legit.
I mean, they look good. Their offense looks good, and who's their offensive coordinator? What's called his son?
The Saints.
Yeah. I know.
No, that's not Woods. Woods is defensive coordinator. You said defense or offense?
Offensive coordinator.
Dennis Allen.
He's Kubiak. Clint Kubiak.
Yeah.
So Clint Kubiak was a finalist in multiple places to be offensive coordinator, right?
Mm-hmm.
His offense looks awesome. He looks like he knows what he's doing. And Sirianni, that team hates him. That team literally hates him.
Yeah. I didn't think they were going to be this good. You got Chase Young, who's there, Pete Warner, DeMar David, all really good assets at defense.
Mm-hmm.
Harris, and then Alontae Taylor has been doing pretty good. They've been taking their corners and they've been pressuring the QBs, whether it's Taylor or Adebo, because I saw the first week I was like, I'm gonna watch these guys because Alontae Taylor was getting rushed like multiple times. He ended up getting 3 sacks that game. A freaking corner.
Yep.
This week I'm like, do they do it again? They did. However, they involved Adebo or Paulson Adebo a little bit more.
Yeah.
Who I don't know if did he get himself a sack, but he got more pressures into the QB a little bit more. So they're sending DBs.
Adebo had an interception.
Is that what it was? I know it's an impact play, but whatever they're doing, it's working. And my issue is how long this is going to continue without someone getting hurt, disrupting the whole thing. Because Kamara goes down week, I don't know, 8.
Then their offense falls apart. See, the thing is about Kamara. Remember, he was on a Hall of Fame track. Alvin Kamara was amazing for 4 years. Just like, what, this dude was amazing. I scored all the touchdowns, all the yards, and then we had this dip. And we thought this in his career. Well, maybe this offense is going to be based on him getting him the ball again and space, and he still can do those things. Yeah. He's not as old as you think he is.
Mm-hmm. I just don't. I don't know how I feel about this Eagles defense. I really thought that they had depth. I really thought they had the talent. They're just not playing what I thought they were going to be. It would not surprise me if the New Orleans Saints beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And I hate to say that because I really look at this team. I'm like, you guys are good. Why am I not witnessing this? Because after Monday, I've completely have just been changed my whole focus. I actually dropped them in one of my leagues for the Bears. Okay.
Well, the Bears defense is pretty good, so
yeah, but I didn't think I was gonna do that this early.
I think they win this game because of Elliott. Plain and simple, because of Elliott. But I don't believe that team wants to fight for Sirianni.
Because they're kicker.
Yeah, I think Elliott's the reason they win. They win because by 3 points.
I don't believe in their defense right now. I don't think they will.
No, I think that the Saints score 32
it's
points.
It's going to be a close one.
It's going to be like 32-35.
I can see that. I can see that. The Saints, I don't believe that this is going to be I don't think this is going to continue.
They win 9 games this year.
Yeah, no, we said that they might be winning 11 or something like that.
I think we said 8.5, 8.
What did we say? Hold on, now I'm curious. What did we say? What did we say on that team? I know we said which is crazy because we're watching the Cardinals doing what they're doing. We said that they might do really, really good or really, really bad, and so far they're looking not too bad. Let me see our chart. That's last year's. This year's is where you at? There you are.
Let's say we said 8. Is what I'm thinking.
I'm pulling up right now.
8.5.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. 8.5. 8.5.
I'm still right around that number. I think it's going to be the NFC South is still going to be real close to that.
Yeah. All right. Let's take care of this last question here, and then we'll watch Gridiron Heights. If you haven't watched Gridiron Heights, it's football related. It is goofy. There's a lot of Easter eggs in it, so keep an eye out for that. But it is a funny Bleacher Report show, and it's actually not too bad. I haven't watched this one either. The title of this one is Teams Are Using a Time Machine. So I could really imagine what the hell this is going to
be. Boy, I know exactly what's about to happen.
Should I flex Etienne, Brian Robinson, or Williams?
I want to know what you said. I know where I'm going to go.
I don't want to. Damn, man. I want to say Robinson. Okay. Because Cincinnati can't. I don't know. Cincinnati did good, and then they did bad the first time. Like they let Ramondre run all over them last week, and then this week they just.
No, but I said Derrick Henry still had 85 yards. And then a 12-yard catch, and then a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that offensively, Brian Robinson could have a good game.
Yeah. But
I think Kyron Williams might be the only one left in LA.
That's what I was kind of leaning on, just because his usage.
Mm-hmm.
But it is the Niners.
But they haven't looked amazing.
No, they haven't. But then Etienne's playing.
Etienne's a hard one. But their offense has not been clicking. And playing the Bills, I'm not going Etienne.
No, I'm not going to.
So Etienne is a no for me. Robinson.
I might consider Robinson. But Williams is the only one. And they're running thin on weapons.
Yep. He might get the ball.
Run the hell out of him.
I think they might run him and then throw the ball to him too. So I'm gonna go Kyron Williams just because of usage.
Yeah. The Niners defense, they're interesting. They're kind of like in the middle of the pack right now.
They are going to peak later.
Take it from the 49ers defense, they're average right now. Yeah. No, I kind of agree. They're kind of average right now. I'm okay with Williams because they don't believe in Blake Corum. They're kind of giving it to Ronnie Rivers, which makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't surprise me if we hear in the news, like football news comes out in the next couple of days, that they decide to go with a split back between him, Rivers, or like a hot hand type situation here soon, because they're running out of receivers.
What I heard what Kyron Williams is doing is he's the number one guy. There's his number one, but they have to get some of the workload off of him. So every third series, it will be something different.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Williams here.
Yeah,
Kyron will probably get the work. He won't. I won't use my juju and kill him off.
Not yet.
I've killed off 2 receivers so far this season, and we actually cut that up and made it a video. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but Brian was like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "Listen, it's the usage that the Rams do. Williams can survive a little bit longer than these."
He basically said, "No, they're going to die." And I'm going to tell you when they're going to die, too. They will not make it to week 3. Then it's like week 2, all of a sudden, he's like, oh.
But it's crazy. On week 3, I said Robinson will be relevant as a receiver that week because the other 2 are going to die. And look who's number 1, Robinson.
There's no one there left. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so it's going to be Williams. I'm going to go with Williams on that, Alondra. It literally took Fred Warner's heroic just to keep them. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that is true. God, if he had IDP, man, he had some pretty massive points on that freaking INT. But yeah, all right. So let's get this show on the road. Again, this week is called "Teams Are Using Time Machines." So it is starting off with the Giants. So I don't know how this is going to be. But
is that Eli Manning going to be there?
It looks like that way. It looks that way. So this is season 9, episode 3, and Eli Manning is all over his blanket. So yeah. We all good? Let me get the volume up on this. All right, it's already up. Awesome. Captions or no captions? I can't remember.
No captions.
Captions? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hank, sleep, miss, Saquon. When did it all go wrong? That's it. I was born rich. I don't have to experience consequences.
Mr. Mara, analytics say we mustn't mess with the time machine.
Joe Shane, make it right.
Welcome back, Saquon.
You could time travel, but you still kept Daniel Jones?
You can time travel, you still kept Daniel Jones.
Oh my God. Dang.
In order to pay Daniel Jones, the Giants are renting out their time machine to needy teams.
What are you going to change?
I'm going to go back to 2021 when everyone liked me. You going to try to win week 1 or 2?
Oh, we don't try until week 4. I'm doing a classic flash sack. Going to meet my best friend, Joseph Burr, for the first time again.
The missing piece to the puzzle, Mr. Unlimited.
No, I could buy 10 Taysom's with that contract. Don't hire Scott. Don't hire
Oh, gosh.
John! Dad! Hug your son. All right. I'm here at the beginning of all the Jets' problems.
Wow.
Dang.
You see that?
Yeah. Dang. Wow.
Hug your son. All right. I'm here at the beginning of all the Jets' problems. Hey! Stop inventing football!
Illegal time infraction and uninvented football.
Football. Say it. I like the sound of that.
With all the recent timeline changes, everyone is asking the same question. Are the Washington Red Wolves Super Bowl favorites?
Took me decades in the time stream to make that one happen. Okay, next up, Browns owner Jimmy Haslam.
Finally!
Nah, this is the one timeline an Ohio State QB works out. I'm not going back.
No longer a vice presidential candidate.
Everything's back to normal. The Browns are stuck reliving their biggest mistake for eternity. inch your way down the field 3 yards at a time until you end up over yonder.
Say, that's swell. We'll call it the end zone.
And what if overtime is very unfair to one team?
What?
Also, New York will have 2 teams and both will be disappointing.
Are you?
And billionaires can dock pay for anyone who wears the wrong socks. It's settled.
Wow. Okay.
Freaking New York, man.
I'm dying off. So you have a time machine, you killed Daniel Jones?
Stupid. So stupid. All right, guys. If there's no more sit questions or just anything in general football, we will basically end, unless you want to talk about the rest of these teams.
That's what's going to be on Sunday, because that's probably what's going to be me.
Okay. I'll try and make it this Sunday for sure. I don't think I'll be up that late again. So, but if not, I'll let you know the following night. Hey, man, I don't think I'm gonna make it. So, yeah,
dual mark. That's all I ask.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll let you know. All right, guys. That's it for today on Wednesday here at Dynasty Pylon. But guys, good luck for tomorrow if you have anybody. But remember, tomorrow, Thursday games, take them out of the flex, okay? Don't leave them in the flex, okay? Take them out of the flex. Put them in their starting lineup. That way you don't lock up that flex position, okay? So take them out of the flex. Any New England Patriot, any New York Jet, put them in the regular spot. If not, bench them, whatever you got to do. Just don't leave them in the flex, because then you'll eliminate that entire flex, and then you won't have flexibility anymore. So, yeah, good luck, guys. Monique, good luck. Hopefully your teams will, be better. And Alejandro, hopefully you'll be 2-1 and 1-2 for the other teams. But guys, I'll see you guys later. See you Sunday. And that's about it. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched the elevate. When I watch me elevate.